In this video, you will learn how to build out your contact page on your digital portfolio website using multiple resources. To get started, first you'll need to navigate to help.fsbizsite.com/resources. On the resources page, you'll need to locate and download Contact Template, as you see here. Click Download. This will ask you to download a zip file called Contact Page to your local device. Save. Now you'll need to locate that file on your local device. Double-click the file to unzip. Locate it again and double-click the file to make sure that everything is proper. You should see contact.json as the file in that file folder. Now you'll need to navigate back to your digital portfolio site. Once you're logged into the backend, as you see here, you'll need to import the template that you just downloaded to your local device. To do so, you'll need to go to Elementor on the left menu, then select My Templates. On this page, you'll need to click Import Templates. Then you'll need to select Choose File. Locate the file from your local device. It should read contact.json. Once you've selected the file, click Open. Now you'll want to select Import Now. Now you can see that the custom Elementor template has been added to your templates right here, Contact Page. Next, we'll need to save the short embed code form for your contact form that you created using WP Forms. To do so, you'll need to locate WP Forms on the left menu and click. Here, you should see the contact form that you created in a previous tutorial. Click to open that template. On this page, you'll see the form that you created. There's one thing that I wanted to be sure that I pointed out. Under Settings on the left side, if you click on that and then click Notifications, you'll notice that the emails that get sent through this form are being sent to your administrative email address, which is your Full Sail email address for your digital portfolio website. If you wanted to change that, this is where you would change it to a personal email address like Gmail, Yahoo, or some other email address that you check frequently. Sometimes it's a better idea to do that for these contact forms, since Full Sail's servers tend to block outside emails that they deem as spam or bulk email. The other field that you might want to adjust would be the email subject line. By default, it reads New Entry Contact Fully, or Contact Your Name. You can change this to be something that you would identify as coming directly from your digital portfolio site. So for instance, DP standing for Digital Portfolio, and then you can include Contact Form Request. Anything that would indicate that it comes from your digital portfolio contact page is relevant for this field. Lastly, if you click Confirmation, you'll notice that there is a default confirmation message that is sent to anybody who completes their form on your site. By default, it says, "Thanks for contacting us. We will be in touch with you shortly." You may want to just make a simple change that says, "Thanks for contacting me. I will be in touch with you shortly." You can always change this to be whatever you would like, and I would recommend doing so that is based on your personal brand and your personality. Once you've made these changes, you'll want to make sure that you click Save up in the top right. Now all of our changes have been saved. We now need the embed code that we will add to our contact page in just a moment. To get that embed code, select Embed in the top right. That opens up this new window, and you'll need to highlight this short code. It starts with WP Forms ID. Highlight that code and Command C to copy it. Now you'll need to save it in a safe place. I tend to use the text editor here. Command V to paste. You can, of course, paste this in any location you want, in notes or perhaps a Word document, as long as you have it handy for just a few minutes from now when we build out our contact page. Okay, let's go back to our website. We can now click the X in the top right, and now we want to actually build out our contact page. To do so, locate Pages on the left menu and then select All Pages. Here you want to locate your contact page and click. Now you're going to want to edit with Elementor, so click the blue Edit with Elementor button, and this will open up the Elementor user interface. From here, since we already have a custom template to build out our page, we're going to select the folder icon. Now we're going to select My Templates. Under My Templates, locate Contact Page. Then select Insert. Click Yes. And now you have the basic framework for your contact page. Now we can start customizing our contact page. In the title up here, in order to change contact name, we want to change that to our name. So just simply click anywhere within that box, and you'll notice that the left menu pane, editing pane, changes. Now here in the title, where it says contact name, we can just delete name and put our name. Down in this area here, this is where your short code for your contact form will go. So if you click anywhere in that box, the menu pane and editing mode will transition on the left, and you'll notice that there is a short code form. This is where we will copy and paste that short code form that we just got done saving. Let's navigate to wherever we saved it and Command C to copy it all once it's been highlighted. Navigate back to our website and Command V to paste it in this area here. Now you'll notice that the form that we created in WP Forms plugin is nicely embedded directly on our contact page. To the right of it, you see an option to include an image. You can either include an image here, like I'll show you in just a minute, or you can delete this entire column and just leave space for the form. To delete the column, you would simply select, when you're hovered over this column, there's a little icon that shows up in the top left. If you right-click on that, you can then scroll down the menu to delete and click delete. However, for the sake of this exercise, I'll show you what it looks like to include a nice image that has a vertical positioning in this space. I happen to have just the image. If you click on the image area here, again, the editing mode on the left will change, and you can simply delete that standby image and then select the plus sign to include your own image. If you already have an image uploaded to your digital portfolio site that you would like to use there, simply select it and then select Insert Media. If you don't, you'll need to upload it to your digital portfolio site. Select Upload Files and locate the image that you would like to include in this space. For this particular space, your image should be vertical aligned. It works really great for an image that perhaps you take with your cell phone. Now that we have the image that we want, in the bottom right, I'll select Insert Media. And here you can see a very nice vertical image from Full Sail's library. And that looks great next to our contact form. Again, if you don't have an image that you would like to place here, you can delete that entire column, and that'll expand the contact form all the way to the right. If you do have an image or would like to source an image from a site like unsplash.com, I would recommend doing so that you can upload it to your digital portfolio site and insert it in this column. The next section that we'll manipulate is this social section. This social section gives you an opportunity to give your visitors the chance to follow you across multiple social networks. For the sake of your digital portfolio website, I've included two different sections for you to choose from to source your social media accounts. So for instance, you can either have this social section here, or you can have this social section here, but you shouldn't have both. In just a few minutes, I'll show you how to delete one or the other once we are done customizing them. To customize the social element, simply click anywhere where it says social, and then once more you'll see this editing mode change on the left. This army green is not going to meet many of your color palettes, and it's certainly not going to match well with your personal brands. So by now you should have your color palette and know how to copy and paste hex codes using your color palette. So navigate to your color palette and select the color that you would like to have as the title for that particular element. For the sake of this exercise, I'm just going to choose this bright orange. When I'm doing so, I'm highlighting the hex code and Command-C to copy it, navigating back to my website. Now, under Style, up here in the center, on the left, if you select that, you'll see text color. And that's this text color where my cursor currently is. If you select this color box, the color palette drops open. And this is the field that you drop your hex code into. You highlight that and Command-V to paste your color, and you can see it change from the army green to the bright call to action orange. If you're satisfied, just simply click it again to make it disappear. You'll also want to make sure that you're changing the typography for your headings. So in a previous tutorial, you selected two font families, one for the body text and one for heading text. Here, you would select the typography edit mode, and then under family, you'll want to make sure that you are selecting the family of the font that you selected in a previous tutorial. Once you've located it in the menu, it'll change here in the preview pane. I'm going to select it back to my header text. Here in this field, you can even change the color of this little dash. Again, if you want to change something, click into it, and then the menu items on the left change. So if you wanted to change this color, click into it, and you'll notice that the color option changes. Click the color palette option, go to your color palette, and select the color that you wish to change it to. Command-C to copy the hex code. Navigate back to your site and Command-V and paste the hex code into this box here. Then you'll notice that the dash changed colors. Lastly, down below, if you wanted to extend this text, all you do is click it anywhere into the text, and then you'll see that the text shows up in the editing mode on the left. Let's say you wanted to delete that and add some other message, whatever you want. Okay, now you've changed the text. But that's not the proper body font that you chose for your site. So again, if you go to Style, then under Typography, you can change it to whichever one that you chose. And then you can see it change. You can also change the color of these texts by using the same text color palette changer as previously stated. Okay, let's change some of these icons. Let's say instead of Facebook, we wanted Instagram. Once more, if you want to change something, click into it on the right preview panel. When you click into it, the left panel changes. Here you can see that the icon is Facebook. We want to change that to Instagram. So type in Instagram, locate it, and click. Now it's been changed to Instagram. You'll also want to change the text that's down below it. So once more, click into the box, and that changes this edit area. Go ahead and put in Instagram. Now let's say that instead of this font, we wanted to change it to our title font. Just like we did previously, if you hit Style, you'll find Typography, and you can change the family. You can also change the color, just like we did before. You'll notice here that when I mouse over or hover over these icons, they change colors. Now you can make these icons change colors as well. To do so, simply select any of the icons, and then in the Edit menu, you'll want to select Style. Then you'll notice that there's Normal and then Hover. If you click on Hover, this is where you would change the hover color. So go back to your color palette and select a hover color that you would like. I'm going to use this Accent Soft Orange. Highlight it, Command C to copy it, go back to your site, select the color palette here in the edit mode, and then Command V to paste it in that box. And you can see it change to that soft orange. Now when I hover over the Twitter icon, you can see that it changes from the previous soft gray to the now soft orange. Okay, now if you wanted to change this color, this orange color for the entire background of this particular element, you'll want to hover over that element and you'll see a little icon that looks like this 2-column icon here. If you select that icon, it is right select that icon, I should say, it'll bring open a menu that allows you to select Edit Column. Again, right click that icon, Edit Column. Now, this menu option changes once more, and if you select Style, you'll notice that there is a background option. Under Background, there's Color. You can change this color to be whatever you would like from your color palette. For the sake of this exercise, I'll just change it to this green. Command C, the hex code, to copy it, navigate back to the site, Command V to paste it, and now you can see that the background has changed. Because there is no contrast between the background and all the text and the icons are now hidden. We don't want that. We want great contrast. So let's change it back to that softer orange color that I had previously. Command C to copy it, and then Command V to paste it. And now we have great contrast in this section. Okay. Now, this particular element down here at the bottom, if you choose this one instead of this social display, this one's going to be a little bit different to manipulate. If you click anywhere in this box, you'll notice that the edit mode changes on the left. And let's say I'm gonna pick on Google Plus because they're now going to be deceased. So let's say you're not on Google Plus. All you have to do to remove Google Plus is just click the X button over here. Now you can see Google Plus disappear. Let's also say that perhaps you are on Facebook, but it's not something that you promote. You're only friends with close friends and family. So perhaps you want to eliminate Facebook as well. And you can see it has been eliminated. In order to link out to your respective social media profiles, you'll simply want to click on the social icon in the edit mode on the left. That's going to drop open a menu for you. Here in the link field, you'll want to include the link to your social media profile. To locate that, simply go to your, in this case, Twitter account and copy the URL when you're on your profile. And then you'll paste that here. And now when somebody mouses over the Twitter icon, they'll be able to click it and go directly to your Twitter profile. The same would be true with Instagram, LinkedIn, and the rest. Simply locate your URL to your profile, Command C to copy the link, navigate back to your site, Command V to paste the link in the proper field. I'll also point out that whenever possible, I would recommend including, if you click on this little gear right here, it's going to open down these two options for you. Make sure that Open in New Window is selected in this checkbox here. The reason why I recommend doing that is so that the visitor doesn't lose sight of your digital portfolio page. Instead, they're simply opening up a new tab or a new window entirely, and your digital portfolio site remains open. That's pretty important to get them to keep coming back to your site and not lose the page. Okay. The same would be true with these icons up here. If you wanted this to go to your Instagram, simply click on it. And in the content section under link, you'll want to paste your Instagram profile link there, and make sure by clicking on this little gadget that you select open a new window. That way they are opening your Instagram account in a new window and not losing sight of your digital portfolio website. Okay. Okay, now you definitely don't want to save both of these social sections. You want to delete one or the other. The way that you delete an entire section, whenever you're moused over it, you'll see these blue lines and a tab with 3 options that stands up above it. That tells you that that is a section. So this whole area here is a section. This whole area here is a section. Coming down here to these social areas, this whole area here is a section. And then this whole area here is a section. If whichever one that you decided to use, go ahead and delete the other one. So for the sake of this exercise, I'm going to delete this bottom one. And the way that you do it, you just select that X in the tab right here. When you mouse over, click X and it disappears. Okay. Now that we have made all the changes that we would like, and if we're satisfied with our contact page, the last thing we need to do is make sure that we're saving our changes by selecting Update in the bottom left here, this green button. Click Update. Now our page has been saved and created, and that is how you build out your contact page on your digital portfolio website.